Hey there friend, you click that link. Don't flinch now, don't even blink. It's just a stream with haunted flair, not a trick or murder lair. Come inside, ignore the cold. The fire's fake, but the vibe is bold. Sign this waiver, seal your doom. Screams await inside this room.
And yes, the decor screams too. Got a mic with feedback crack, cams all glitchy, fears on track. Streaming live from Limbo's gate, with cursed alerts that fluctuate.
Smiles too wide, eyes too bright. Ignore the bones off screen just right. I sing, you click, the chat ignites. One scream earns 10 views overnight.
Disclaimer: no souls were monetized, maybe.
Starting soon, don't walk away. Banshees beg you just to stay. Click that heart, unleash your doom. This stream's alive inside your room.
Starting soon, just count to 3. Whisper your name real slow for me. No stars, no bloom, no happy tunes. Just glitch, pop, hell, and dancing ghouls.
Alerts that wail, donations scream.
My mods are ghosts from broken dreams.
They're mostly chill, they joke and laugh.
But cross the line, they'll cut your path. And yes, they take coffee breaks in purgatory.
A folding chair, a witchy brew.
And yeah, that whisper's aimed at you.
We're casual here, no big alarms. Just jump scares tucked in demon charms. Starting soon, the bass ignites. The lights go wild with eldritch rites. If you hear voices, don't you cry. It's just the devil screaming.
You won't die. Starting soon, it's going down. We'll flip your grin into a frown. You click for laughs, now face the beast. You're on the menu at this feast.
My spell book logs your every scream. Clip that moment when you lost your dream. Merch is cursed, the tip jar bleeds. Sponsored now by Demon Seed.
This stream is brought to you by Possessos, the cereal that eats you.
I'm not mean, I'm just obsessed
With haunting folks who failed the test.
But if you vibe and hang around, we'll drag your shadow underground.
You laughed, you screamed, your lights now fade. We're peeking out from where you stayed. So brace yourself, ignore the shade. Just ride the storm this stream has made. And remember, ghosts don't respect your space.
The lights go red, the screen goes black.
The chat types things it can't take back.
You blink again, the overlay tears. You're now the ghost caught in my layers. Don't say hi, don't drop a heart. That's how the haunting really starts. You came to watch, just passing through, but now the stream is watching you.
You should have read the terms of service.
Mic cuts out, but still you hear
A lullaby sung in your ear.
captions show what no one said. A nursery rhyme from something dead.
The chat screams run, but you don't move. You're vibing now inside the groove. You came for chaos, stayed for lore. Now you're part of Stream Corp's core. And hey, free membership for eternity.
Starting soon, don't close your door. You're not on Earth, not anymore. Share the stream or chant a spell. Let's raise the views and raise some hell.
Starting
Hello, hello everyone. It's time again. It is time for more pain. Fuck. Wait a second. Oops. Don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind. Don't you worry. Stuff is going fine. Great start, great start. We love that. We love to see it. You love to see it. Hi Chris, hello Mac with some cheese, hello Wayne, hello Quantum. Quantum, let's get the little guy. Okay, Wes. Wayne. That. We have here Embry. The one time you're not late, you're like, I'm late, I have good reason. Swear to God. Hello Rose. Hello nodding, no worries, no worries. Right on time, we just finished with the intro. Hallo du, wie geht's? Super, läuft. Gepäck. Fish, shush. Fish, shush. Chat and mic check. Yep, chat läuft, chat. I mean, of course I have it on live chat. And I have the right microphone on. Yes. Hello, Smoutsy! How's it going? Yes, we will pick right up where we finished last time. Don't worry, guys, it's only 5 more hours. How much worse can it get? Why did I decide to continue? Get ready for Donnie lore drop once you get there. We are there yet. We stopped the last time right at Donnie. Feel free to ask me questions about him if you need to. Okay, worse do. What do you mean worse? It can't get worse. What do you mean? What do you mean? Waiting for my hair dye to set. So, oh, what color do you get? I've never felt so reluctant to press the fucking play button. But I'm really looking forward to watch the call they had with Lyle afterwards. It will be so refreshing. After all the big standing they did here. Redying red, I always go with red tips. Hell yeah. I just redid mine. It's like a red pink. Animation is the guy they talk about in this video after Musha. Yeah, we are right at the part with Donnie.
Sole mastermind behind all this. But oh no. As we've established, Musha likes to play hero, and he can't be a hero without there being a damsel in distress, or in this case, a bachelor in the bind. It's time we talk
Okay, Donnie is the bachelor in the bind. Crazy.
about the man who started all of this. We need to talk about Donnie.
We don't talk about Donnie. We don't talk about Donnie. Oh, drama. Not Black Dahlia. Why you do this to all the good songs? Oh my god, we get a disclaimer. In this following segment, we will be debunking and proving Donnie has outwardly and knowingly lied about mental disorders and trauma he has claimed to have. Are you allowed to say that? Are you allowed to say that, Deed? You acted like you were raped, okay? By having kink talks. So, well, we have genuine proof and are explaining this as a means to show Donnie's manipulative and borderline abusive behavior. Again, glass houses. We do not encourage others to speculate or try to debunk other trauma. Only we are allowed to debunk other traumas. No mental disorders Donnie may have. We personally knew Donnie at one point. We genuinely believe he has mental disorders and has trauma that is legitimate. However, it doesn't negate the lies he has spun to paint himself as a perpetual victim. We do not condone harassment or any form of victim blaming towards Donnie. Crazy. Fun fact, this video was... After this video release, Donnie made false grooming accusations against Silver. So no, Donnie is no better than Silver, and indeed. Don't you love to see it when you see everyone you hate is fighting? It's great. What more is there besides emo bands and keens? Don't forget the very abusive tradition of calling someone a best friend. Didn't Donnie have like a 30-person poly? What? Crazy. That's some risk.
And here we are. We have reached the last and most important individual regarding the allegations.
There's... Okay, after this part, that is the biggest and most damning part of the allegation. There's still 1 more hour. The fuck?
The person who started it all.
Hello, Majunga! The ACC is like the always sunny crew for the internet commentary, but not nearly as charming. True. Hello, random web abuser. But you missed nothing, we just started.
We might be surprised, given all the things.
Wait, I really want to see how long is the segment on Donnie. For 2 hours? Over 2 fucking hours? Fuck did Donnie do?
that Musha did, but Musha was not the mastermind behind all this. Rather, Musha, given the hatred he already had towards me, was merely given the fuel that he needed for his own self-righteous savior complex. And what better way to fuel that savior complex than by someone who is always, and continues to be, the perpetual victim? I'm going to outright say this. I was not expecting it to be Donnie. Donnie was the last person I thought who would do this to me, given that one of the things that we talked about during our friendship was our trauma.
Again, I'm seeing this pattern. Everyone was like, I cannot believe they did this to me. After we talked about trauma. Like, Data's acting, like her telling someone about her trauma is like, oh, fuck, sorry, didn't pay attention. Ah! Start of stream cute derail. Pookie would like you to know that he loves playing with Ribbon. Ribbon will not attack chat while he is around. Aww! I love him. Give him head pats and kisses for me. Head pats and kisses for you. Pookie's a good baby. Thank you very much. Where was I? Train of thought. I'm old. I only can have one time of. Dude, when I tell you about my trauma, you can't criticize me. You know, Deed always does this. I can't believe I trusted them so much. I told them about my trauma, and it's like, but then she starts saying this with every person. Like, who? Better question: who didn't know about her fucking trauma? Listen, there's a. I don't know if you noticed. I feel like there's a pattern that she tells every rando about her fucking trauma. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Or you're right, Smarty. That's a tactic. She tells everyone about that trauma because then they can't criticize. I don't know. I meant to take myself by accident. Listen, I respect it.
He knew a lot of things about me more than anyone. Second closest to Michael, actually, when it came to sharing my trauma. So, suffice to say, he knows my insecurities, my fears, my triggers, and overall, he knows how to hurt.
I feel like everyone knew them by that point. You were even mad that people didn't know your trigger list.
Me and make it really hurt. I know there are individuals who know Donnie who are not going to believe us, because Donnie has convinced people that he is innocent, always and forever, that he can do no wrong. But I implore you to keep watching, because the truth of the matter is, Donnie has you all fooled. Donnie is not as innocent as you think he is.
No,
Donnie
not
knew
Donnie.
What he was doing throughout the entirety of all this. In fact, he knew what he was doing was wrong, and he did not care, because he knew he could get away with it, as he nearly did.
Let's get the obvious stuff out of the way.
Ray also abused Donnie. But for more info on that, check the Ray doc because I don't want to delve on that. Yeah, we will not get into all of that. Okay, Donnie is someone who was very much abused. Oh, Donnie's my favorite Fallout Boy song.
Donnie is the one who created this thread in the first place. Donnie was even the one to title it Silver Significant Other. And Donnie created this thread in the first place. Donnie was even the one to
Not me having flashbacks to her snapping at me for having a crush on my best friend. Oop.
title it Silver Significant Other. And Donnie was aware and complicit to many of the abhorrent actions and words said in this thread. Let's recap. Donnie was completely aware that Scarlet
Again, I love it when people I hate are all fighting. Listen, now we can be mean to both sides. Now that stems from her past trauma regarding, from what I recall, why is it censored? I understand being traumatized for it. That just doesn't excuse the racial insensitivity. Oh, that was that dude who was very upset about her not liking anime.
had outed Deed's trauma in the Cloud Palace because he responded to it and went as far as downplaying it himself. He also agreed with Scarlet when she said that I deserved better.
These people make me feel strong. Exactly. I'm here. Hey, hi, Midnight Cat. Welcome to pain. Welcome to pain.
In fact, he stated that he wanted me to leave Deed and was even willing to help me if I ever did leave her. And when others insisted that I should break up with Deed, he was there agreeing with it. He was perfectly fine with people doing this. Hell, he was even partially okay with Slayer making that commentary on Deed's playlist description. The reason I say partially
Probably won't because I'm not 100% sure this being a good idea.
is because he just wasn't 100% sure, but he could have been 70, 80, 90% sure with it still. Just not 100. Donnie said absolutely nothing when it came to Yoon claiming they knew me and Deed's sex life. In fact, was perfectly fine with Yoon mocking Deed's skin.
What? I mean, knowing what I know. I don't want her near me, especially since I'm an anime fan. At least 45%. Okay. With his dick, but more just... Okay. Okay.
Claiming they knew me and Deed's sex life. In fact, was perfectly fine with Yoon mocking Deed's skin tone to the point where...
Oh my god, hemotestin cone! Oh no, not the white! How dare... How dare he be there when she gets mocked for her whiteness?
He too found it funny. Donnie said absolutely nothing, therefore was perfectly fine
I mean, it is kind of fun. That was one of the few joke mates that were kind of funny.
with Jace calling Deed a derogatory names and making comments about my genitals. Speaking of genitals, when Avi made the goth pussy comment, Donnie was right there in chat. He was fine with it. In fact, he said absolutely nothing when it came to Avi in general making sexist comments. And then, of course,
Goth pussy is a sexist comment. We're soy mixing today. Is goth pussy sexist? And is white paper racist now? We're like soy mixing today.
there's Musha. Donnie let Musha slide with practically everything he did, partially because he just, again, didn't care. I mean, why would he care given that Musha did his dirty work for him by outing a lot of this stuff to the public? Remember how Musha outed Deed's trauma both in the Cloud Palace and publicly on Twitter, and how he
I feel like Deed outed her own trauma, like, everywhere. Like, just leaking all over the place, the trauma.
also revoked Deed anonymity in the Rachel document? Well, Donnie did not care that Musha did this.
If they fooled with that, they wouldn't be able to exist in a singular receiver flat. They're almost quiet in the call with Lio, okay? So, yeah. Yeah. Lio was already too much.
Donnie said nothing, therefore was fine with Musha calling Deed a nobody.
Oh no! Nope, just something that's been on my mind. Oh no, Musha called her nobody. Terrible.
Donnie said nothing when Musha vague tweeted about Deed and mocked her CSA trauma. Donnie said nothing, therefore was fine with Musha saying that I am essentially dating Rachel. And Donnie said nothing, therefore was fine with Musha saying the cycle was going to repeat for me. Donnie did not intervene.
This is so gay. This is so fucking gay. I can't take this serious, man. I'm trying. Listen. I have reached the age where I should gain empathy. I'm really trying to be understanding and empathetic. New era. New year, new me. No bitch in the witch. Oh, but this is so fucking stupid. Especially in comparison to other things that were made.
At all. Donnie did not stop Musha for saying any of the vile shit that he said. In fact, the only thing Donnie said in terms of Musha's public outbursts was that he agreed that I needed a confrontation, yet says Musha shouldn't have tagged me in that Twitter thread? Sure, Donnie, because that makes sense. Also, apparently, it's perfectly fine in Donnie's eyes for Musha to compare my partner to Rachel, bring up Chris Taylor's name when he has nothing.
Well, apparently it's also completely fine to judge everyone else while you didn't say anything about George Raccoon because at first you were against Leo, and then afterwards you were like, you and your girlfriend were sitting there like, we can't say anything against it because then we get dogpiled. Once again, glass house. The glass house is dust by now. Fine glass dust.
To do with this, hint at what Avi did to Deed, out Deed's literal childhood trauma without her consent, and just completely run a smear campaign on my partner. Musha shouldn't have tagged me, but it was
Again, Avi did nothing to Deed, okay? Avi did many things that are gross. And he deserves to fall down the stairs, but this ain't one of them. I hate to say it.
perfectly fine for him to treat my partner like that. Okay. Oh, and let's not forget that Donnie said that it was, quote, valid for Musha to call Deed a fascist. Now, there is a reason why I'm listing this all.
Bruh. Imagine throwing a fit because someone called you.
out. For one, as a refresher, we've been doing this for a while. But two, I need it to be crystal clear to people that Donnie is 100% responsible for this. I know there's going to be people saying he's not responsible for these people's actions, nor words, except no, he is.
Hi, Abyssal Grey. Welcome to Pain.
You want to know why? It's because he is the sole reason people had a hatred towards Deed. He is the sole reason.
This is the backshot segment, by the way. I think... Oh no. Oh no. The last one was bad enough. She was already half naked. And was fucking a skeleton. And had a very dirty bathroom. Are the backshots still coming? Oh no. I thought I... with some great intervention missed it. Fuck.
People believe Deed was an abuser. Sure, Musha already
Well...
disliked Deed, but this thread's creation led Musha to take on this heroic role of taking down the... Hey, how come my wife didn't get a quirky nickname? That seems unfair. Bang, do you want to come up with one? Regardless, Donnie is the one who created the thread on Deed. He's the one that made all the claims against Deed. Everyone else was either blindly agreeing with Donnie, airing their own issues with Deed, parroting everything that Donnie said about Deed, or just outright bullying or harassing Deed and I behind our backs. And that's the thing right there. Despite the...
Please, I need this too. I need TGS to cheer me up. Stay has been here. This TGS. I'm old, you can't use your nerd words at me, Embre.
things Donnie said, he didn't care if Deed or I would have been deeply affected by this because it was never about me. The point of this thread's creation wasn't about me. It was never about saving me from an abusive monster. It was about Donnie being a victim. It
Y'all are victims.
was always about Donnie. The thread was made 3 days prior to there ever being any...
Please, I need to watch the back shots. We will see if we get to the back. Hi, Slug. Welcome to pain. Welcome to pain. We are the victims. Listen, maybe the true victims are the friends we made along the way.
accusations regarding me and Deed's relationship. The only reason my name was brought up is because Donnie accused Deed of controlling my friendships, because Donnie wasn't allowed to be my friend, which was untrue.
Well...
But did you notice? It was about him. It was always about him. Both Deed and I have known Donnie for years. We know what Donnie is like, and we know how people treat Donnie. The second Donnie shows any sadness, any depression, the second Donnie says so-and-so was mean to me, everyone rallies behind him, and
if I see that fuck-ass backshot again, I will go asexual. Valid reason.
no one questions Donnie. And that is how Donnie got away with some immoral things within the Cloud Palace. And unlike you, Musha, I fucking know what that word means.
Immoral things in the Cloud Palace. Crazy, you were in there. And you didn't say anything. Shame.
To really drive this point home, I want to bring up Pupa, also known as Bennett, who threatened to kick my shins. I don't entirely hold this over Bennett's head, and the reasoning for this is because Bennett was a minor when this thread was made. It has been confirmed to us that at least 2 minors engaged in this thread, that being Bennett and Libby. Donnie did not stop minors from...
Yes, Donnie always made other dramas that don't involve him about him. Oh, I think I remember him now. I think I saw him in some other dramas. Oh, he made that guy who made Cloak and Dagger about him. He also sounds like oatmeal. See, that is why Deed actually hates him. Because Deed is like, no, I'm the victim. How dare you?
from engaging in this thread. Donnie
Are you still covering this? Yes, because I will win the race against Ace. I will finish this first. I will finish this before Ace and Yen.
did not stop Bennett from threatening physical violence on me. Just as a reminder, serious abuse allegations were made in this thread. Sexual remarks were made in this thread. Serious and complex discussions, such as cults, were talked about in this thread. My childhood sexual assault.
We get it, you're very autistic with cults.
Trauma was talked about in this thread, and minors were free to not only read through it, but to engage in it.
Which is very funny that you say that, and it turns out you were with Julie when she was still a minor in a VC and you were venting about your trauma, so, what is worse?
Unlike Donnie, I don't want minors learning about my child's sexual assault trauma. I don't want minors knowing anything regarding my childhood, because despite me being a child during that time, no child should go through that, and no child should listen to the horrors that was my childhood. And
well, why did you talk about it in a VC with a minor then?
it is disgusting that people behind my back did just that. But as I stated, Donnie does not care, because it turns out Donnie frequently did this in the Cloud Palace. Donnie would openly and sometimes even graphically talk about his own trauma that contained serious subject matter such as rape and even make suicide comments around minors.
Again. Bad. But for Deed, glass house. Glass house.
He did not care for the well-being nor safety of minors. We found this information out thanks to members of the courthouse who are currently investigating the Cloud Palace. Here's confirmation through the Doodle Tones call regarding this.
This all combined with the horrific things we have seen just from a cursory glance, it hasn't even been dug into.
Also, what's very funny, I think Lio talked about this. These two, because people were invited into the Cloud Palace to research the Cloud Palace and to find it out and to look about things. And these two didn't just look about the shit of themselves. Which was not the sense behind all that.
This is a cursory glance of what's in your server. I don't know how this community got as rotten and vile as it did. But I want to be clear to everybody else in here. I've said this before.
It's very funny that they're like, thanks to the investigation into our palace. Yeah, bitch, it wasn't supposed to bother about you.
Again, this is your community's one chance of a come to Jesus moment. If you guys do not shape up, I'm going to nuke every person in this community if I need to. Because here's the thing, I'm going to go ahead and put this out here. Donnie's on that list too. Because they've said some screwy things in that server too. And I'm not going to accept any, well, he has trauma for this one. That excuse is done and over with. Dusted.
I love the circle that's happening here. Donnie makes every drama about themselves. Now Deed comes back and makes every drama about themselves. But complains that Donnie makes every drama about themselves. Then Donnie and back and make drama about Silver. Based. Looting. Based.
I don't care how many of you that pisses off. Feel free to come at me whenever you feel the chance to. I'm tired of this. I'm genuinely tired of all of you here who are adults, who in that server or in this community, winking and just being fine with these types of horrific actions and treating people who are quote-unquote annoying, literally worse than predators have been treated in this community.
So yeah, suffice to say, Donnie has done more than just make this threat on me. He has done other egregious things around minors and did not care. And it
But this is unimportant because the threat about me, that was the real crime. Hey, Blana! This is turning out to be a long Saturday. Oh, from Olympics, yes. Also, Donnie is turning 21 this year. Awesome. Does he do the but mentally, I am literally a child.
Trust me that part of that involves my own trauma. I am so sorry to anyone, both of age and underage, who ended up reading my trauma. I didn't want you to know
Hello, James the Arnon boy. Welcome to Pain.
about it. It was talked about without my consent. I feel disgusted that my trauma was discussed so openly around people, both children and adults, who didn't even know me. I know some might see this as
It's only okay when I do it. Only okay when I do it.
an exaggeration, but I genuinely feel violated that Donnie did this, and Donnie should have known better. Because I don't think he would have appreciated it if I went around behind his back and told people about traumatic things he went through as a child. I don't think he would have appreciated that, no.
Guys, I think I have a new trigger, but I'm really embarrassed about it.
Question mark.
Silver's girlfriend, every time I see her or she gets mentioned, I feel like
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I also get triggered when I hear Dee talk. One moment, I need a sip. True Smout, you're the only true ooh edgy baby here. No, you're not joking. Stop lying. Stop lying, Smoutsy. Are you supposed to lie? I raised you better than this.
panicking really bad.
Yeah, I can understand why. I'll be sure to respect it.
I've been trying to hold back on saying that she's a trigger, but God.
I wonder why you would be so embarrassed about it, Donnie. It's almost like you don't have a reason for me to be a trigger, because what I don't understand is that you say, every time I see her or she gets mentioned. By Musha's logic, I'm a nobody, and the person who brought me up the most in the Cloud Palace? Well, that was you, Donnie. So where are you seeing me? Where am I being mentioned? Because there is no way you could see my social media, because
I see you.
I had you blocked, but you didn't have me blocked. Keep that in mind, because for as much as Donnie claims I'm an abuser, that I abused him so badly that my name alone is a trigger for him, he never once, to this
We never lie in the snail house, only as a tweet.
day, has me blocked. If I truly was a trigger for you, Donnie, why didn't you take precautions to avoid me?
Well, you trigger me too, and still I'm watching, so. Who is the fool now?
It's almost like,
Now here's something that I don't understand, Donnie. You know that I'm dating Dee, yet you are adamant to maintain a friendship with me. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would you want to maintain a friendship with someone who is dating the person who abused you so badly that their name alone is a trigger for you? I should not have to
But also, they pulled the same with Avi. Yeah, I think you don't like the look in the mirror.
keep my relationship away from you. If you are genuinely upset that I ever mentioned Dee in our DMs, for one, you never told me, and for two, she's my partner. I am going to talk about her. Quite frankly, I don't think it's
Like, Deed literally censored the name Avi because...
fair for me to have to censor someone who I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with around you. How would you feel, Donnie, if I told you you were never allowed to bring up any of your partners around me because they in themselves are a trigger for me? Does that sound fair to you? Does that even make sense at all? Because as a reminder to everyone listening in, Donnie was in contact with me until at least 2023.
I want to preface that we are not making fun of Donnie's trigger, or any of his triggers for the matter. What we are saying is that it doesn't make sense for this to be the case. If you recall my breakdown of how PTSD triggers really works, a PTSD trigger is something that sets off a person that causes them to have immediate flashbacks. Donnie is insinuating that I had done something so terrible to him that just reading my name causes him to have flashbacks. And throughout the entirety of this video, I have disproven almost all of Donnie's claims. How does it make sense for Donnie to have a trigger?
What claims? You have not disproven the abuse claims. You can't confirm them. Oh, I hate him.
To a flashback that is not true, that he is misrepresenting or he outright fabricated. That is the point we are trying to drive home. It is near impossible for Donnie to have a legitimate trauma trigger to me. I am saying this as someone who, funny enough, whenever I heard Donnie's name, I would panic, because me and Donnie stopped talking.
He wasn't triggered by me, I was triggered by him. Uno reverse card, bro.
Due to something traumatic happening to me. I think my overall theory is that I think Donnie mistakes triggers for anything that upsets him. Remember the new labeling people use for triggers? Anything that upsets people, anything that makes someone anxious or distressed, is now labeled as a trigger. That is not to say Donnie doesn't have legitimate PTSD triggers. We are merely pointing out the inconsistencies with my name being a trigger for him. That's all. It has, however, come to
Donnie's a piece of shit, but what he did to Deed is peanuts compared to what he did to others. Yes, same with everyone else that was named here. They literally just jumped on top of it, of the whole train that Julie started, and be like, yeah, they were also mean to me. And this is important, because me. I am the main character.
our attention that there is another theory to this. It's not a trigger from pain, but rather a trigger from guilt. Donnie may be experiencing flashbacks, but not flashbacks of him being traumatized, oh no.
Okay, Pookie, no, I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep.
It is flashbacks to him causing pain, him hurting people, and he refuses to acknowledge that. He refuses to face that reality, so instead he paints it as a PTSD trigger over something supposedly horrific that he went through, when really,
What?
all it is just a reminder of his guilt.
What?
Silva was originally helping me out with my trauma regarding my ex-friends until his...
What? Did any of you ever have a trauma trigger? Because you felt so guilty? Bruh. A fundamental misunderstanding of trauma triggers and so on is gonna make me crash out because triggers and trauma is different to everyone. No, she's the expert, trust me. Trust.
girlfriend cut me off.
Donnie, I'm going to be so fucking honest about this. Was I really? I was doing the bare minimum that someone does when somebody vents to them. I let you vent, and I replied to you saying, I'm here if you need me, it'll get better soon, so on and so forth. I was not genuinely going out of my way to give you advice, to be this shoulder to cry on, checking in on you for days on end. No. When you messaged me venting about your problems, I let you vent. That's it. I don't appreciate you painting this in a way where Deed is ripping away a support system from you, when that is exactly what you guys had already accused.
But it was also like, they're trying to me to get abused by trying to get Silva away from me, my only support system. Because he always listens to me. What?
Of doing with me, to which she didn't. I know, however, Donnie, that you hardly ever helped Deed out with her trauma. She cut you off for a reason, my guy.
I feel like I'm more traumatized by all their skits than anyone here is traumatized from anything.
You made her trauma worse. This video is proof enough of that.
We've been referencing it enough as is, so I think it's finally time for me to talk about why me and Donnie stopped talking, and why I cut him off in the first place. I think you've already guessed it by now. Yes.
Are you all ready for the horrific tale? The horrific tale of the abuse? I don't know if I'm ready for this, guys. What if that is so traumatizing that can't continue?
It has to do with Avi. To recap, I had already blocked Blaze and Kaden because after our last conversation, they showed their true colors. You know who knew this? Donnie. Donnie knew they actively went behind my back and supported Avi. Remember this? In late March of 2021.
They supported the guy I had king talks with. How could they? How could they? Wait, how come Deed can label Avi a trigger for the most bare bones connection to her rapist, but Donnie can't have Deed as trigger for potential similar reasons? Don't question it, Midnight Cat. Don't question it. Don't question it. The connection. Yes, they did. They mentioned it earlier. They did that. Yeah, it keeps circling back to Avi.
Blocked me, and when Michael confronted them, the truth came out. And there was a line I redacted because I waited. I waited until we got to this point. Here it is.
Why don't you want anything to do with Deed?
I don't want to do anything with her because I get very anxious around her. I know stuff happened in the past, and I am not comfortable confronting her cause of whom I'm friends with. It feels bad that if I'm friends with people, she'll hate me or something. Like, I know Donnie hides being friends with Abby around her, and that's concerning to me. Because Avi has changed since she last spoke. He's made up for things, you and I both know that. It doesn't feel right, it feels guilty for having friendships. So I blocked her out of fear of her hurting me or others just because I'm friends with a person. I'm sorry, Silver. I know she makes you happy, and I know you two are good together. I just am nervous and anxious, and after being in confrontations last year and getting sick over it, I'm sorry. It was never my intention to hurt you or her, honestly.
That's right. Out of everyone, the only one to be confirmed to actively hang around, therefore supporting Avi behind my back, was Donnie.
Dun 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 dun! Anyone in the Avi call cannot deny it either. They literally said it themselves. They were associating with Avi. Bruh. And I need emotional damage funds at this point. This shit ain't right. Yes, join the Discord. We play Wordle there. It's a Wordle court at this point. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We are 19 away from 500. Soon.
Everyone can play a clause of deniability, sure, but not Donnie. Donnie cannot. Why? Because Donnie was following the private Twitter account where I had made the twit longer, was in my private server where I shared my experience regarding Avi. I had vented to Donnie regarding what Avi had done to me and my anxiety.
Again, who didn't you vent to? Who didn't you vent to? Name 3 names of people you didn't vent to.
Over Michael wanting to confront Avi. I had vented to Donnie what others had done to me regarding how they treated me because of Avi. He cannot deny he knew. Let's bring back a claim Donnie made.
She told me I wasn't allowed to be friends with Caden or Redacted or Blaze.
No, Donnie, I didn't tell you that. What I told you was what happened regarding them and Avi. And you knew. You knew you were doing the same exact fucking thing behind my back. You felt guilt.
Behind my back.
You knew I would be distraught if I found out. You knew it was wrong for you to do this behind my back. And yet, you did it anyway. And when
Give me a little moment, I need to do something. Need to do some blub in the setting. Sorry. Some blub. Better, that's better. I did the blub. Beep boop. Oop. Oh, wrong. Yeah, that's. You vanquished. No.
I found out, I didn't yell at you, I didn't confront you, I just blocked you and said to myself, have a good life, but keep.
You get mad when people don't confront you, you get mad when people just block you, and now you're like, I didn't confront you. I didn't need to. Also, when people don't confront you, you're also mad. No matter what you do, I'm considering to record what I do with my guy, so they know how it actually works. At this point, they need to start life over to learn how to be human.
Me the fuck out of it. I thought, out of everyone, you would understand. That you would be the most supportive given the shit you were going
Didn't
through.
you also say the same about fucking Rachel? I thought out of everyone she would understand me because we both have PTSD. Where?
The time and the things I had said to you. Hell, you hinted to me that Avi himself had hurt you at one point. I asked if you believed me, and you said yes. I asked if you'd stand up for me if Avi ever lied about me, and you said you would. But I guess not. I guess the shame got to you, huh? Donnie kept something from me, and it wasn't until 2025 when he revealed a piece of detail. It turns out Donnie was dating Avi during the time I had realized he sexually harassed me.
Boo fucking who. And based on the Lio, Deed would probably act scared in confrontation, yeah. Where?
Just goes to show how we weren't really pals, because I never knew about this until he shared it on Blue Sky. You couldn't even be honest with me. You couldn't even fucking talk to me about it. No, instead you secretly sided with him whilst his literal victim was venting to you in DMs. You were willing to say this shit to Julie.
Fuck. I struggled with many words I can say on this matter. Still hurt with the reality someone I had known for a decade turned out to have hurt so many people. But no, I don't support Avi Hartman and the people harmed by him deserve a chance to speak out. How dare you? How dare you, Donnie? How dare you?
But you went behind a literal victim of Avi and hung around him anyways, despite saying you believed me.
Once again, you are not a victim. And please don't compare yourself to other people who are actually victims of it, okay? Sit down. Sit your ass down, bitch.
This is a slap in the fucking face to me, and I hope you know that.
And I hope you know. I'm not into it.
If this doesn't prove that Donnie does not give a shit what I went through, I don't know what will. But it's not like I've played all my cards just yet. I still have plenty more examples. In fact, I think it's time we finally talk about the remaining allegations Donnie has made.
She also snapped at me because I put my triggers in her server when she said I could. She told me I was so selfish for telling them what my triggers are.
Who cares? Who cares? Is this now... Here's literally anything he said I didn't like. Where?
There was a time where I could ask her if I could say what my triggers are in her server. She said I could, but then asked if someone in her server had triggered me, and I told her no. She thinks it's extremely aggressive towards me and said that I made her server about me because no one had triggered me in her server before.
Fuck, dude. Like, how dare someone want to let people know what not to do around them, to make sure it doesn't have to happen to them, and they find out about someone's triggers by having them actually happen.
This is not how this event happened. I did not tell Donnie he was selfish. I did not get extremely aggressive towards him. That is not how this incident happened. But there's something really sickly ironic.
Wait, shouldn't it also consider that Avi could have manipulated Donnie or something? As a victim, as a professional victim, she should be like, listen, I know what Avi was like. Hey, nodding, thanks for subscribing. Oh no, I'm late, I've been sick, I overslept. Don't worry, Black Flower, we're not even an hour in, it's fine. Don't you worry, we'll still be here for a while.
About what Sarah says here, because that is what actually fucking happened to me. To start, it was not a PTSD trigger. What Donnie wanted to share on the server was a phobia of his. For privacy reasons, I'm
Oh, Black Flower, thank you for the donation. Your pain is helping me through my illness. Have money. Thank you very much. That pays for everyone. Need any screenshots of your server? Proof. No. Trust her. Why won't you trust her? All the links of the cult and yet no full screenshot? Shush, Rose. Trust. Trust. Trust me, bro.
Answering what this phobia is, but please keep that in mind. Donnie did not ask me if he could share this trigger in my server. He never—
Oh. Just a further proof, here are the only times he brought up his phobia. Like I have phobia relating to. A lot of people don't know about my phobia. I also have gender dysphoria, ADHD. Why are you in servers just being like, yeah, I have gender dysphoria, I have ADHD, I have a phobia of this, I have depression, I have AIDS. Fuck.
approached me. He just did it. And the timing of this was fucking awful. Yes, I did ask Donnie if someone had triggered him in the past.
Something happened, server? No. Okay. Just want to make sure people knew. That's what you wanna do? A lot of people don't know about my phobia. You okay? I just need some space right now. Alright, I respect it. But you need space right after. Don't question it.
Asked regarding this, and he said no. You will then notice in this screenshot an hour later, Donnie asks if I'm okay, and
Bubonic, no. Hello, DewsChat. I have ADHD, and I'm cursed by the evil lizard, and my harvest was ruined, and my trigger is no maidens. The womb is barren.
Once again, an hour later, I tell him to give me space. That is because something had happened within those hours. This is where the awful timing occurs. I have said it a multitude of times, but I am a survivor of child sexual assault, molestation, rape,
Yeah, we got it. You have all the trauma.
and sexual assault in general, as it happened to me in my adulthood as well. For
What is sexual assault in general? Are there specifics? Are there specific categories? What is the general sexual assault? Oh.
whatever reason, people would not stop sending me triggering material regarding these subject matters.
To preface, no one sent me revenge porn, but rather they would either graphically discuss ASA without my consent. Well, apparently that's also something you did. Or send me media that had SA scenes in it with no forewarning. What? I have to question now what counts as as an SA scene for you. Because I never had someone just be like, here, have a clip of someone getting fucking groppelt. What? What? My trigger is hot milfs who will dominate me. I don't think that's a trigger, Amber. I think that's something different. Yeah, the Infinity Gauntlet of trauma.
It got to the point that I had to make a multitude of announcements.
Is this in her own server? I think so. Wait. Beep, beep, beep.
For privacy reasons, I'm censoring what this phobia is, but please keep that in mind. Donnie did not ask me if he could share this trigger in my server. He never approached me. He just did it. And the timing of this was fucking awful. Yes, I did ask Donnie if someone had triggered him in this screenshot. I tell him to give me space. That is because something had happened within those hours. This is where the awful timing occurs.
It's of course something happened within those hours. Why not ban it? No, because reasons. Yes, it's my trigger, so please send me images that will trigger me. That's a trap. My trigger is a muscular Norwegian, and I can't get to him because I don't have a passport at the moment. That's truly tragic, Quantum. I'm so sorry. Sorry to hear. Hello, DewsChat. I have autism, crawled out of the grave, obtained the Dragon Balls from the sassy talking cat. I like putting people I hate into jars for freezer spells. This is what it feels like. It's like every time they show something from a server, it's like, hi, I have ADHD, autism, my triggers are this and that, I was raped in a cult. It's like, who starts a conversation like that, you know?
I've said it a multitude of times, but I am a survivor of child sexual assault, molestation, rape, and
Oh my
sexual assault
god, we get it.
in general, as it happened to me in my adulthood as well. For whatever reason, people would not stop sending me triggering material regarding these subject matters. It got to the point that I had to make a multitude of announcements in my private Discord server telling people to please respect this trigger of mine, and people wouldn't.
Wait, so if I go online and say my triggers, no, it's a bug, it's not Big Midnight Cat, it's a bug muscle mummy. What kind of bug? Aggressively handling their smaller girlfriends, I might get free fanfic, oh my god. Well, apparently, according to Deed, yes.
They continued to do so. It got so bad, in fact, that Michael had to step in and tell people to knock it the fuck off. Well, it just so happens that the day Donnie posted about his damn phobia, someone had already triggered my PTSD a few days to maybe weeks prior. I don't recall which
Listen, Donnie might have been triggered, but I was triggered first.
incident, but I know 2 incidents pretty well, because those were the worst ones. But regardless, I had made an
Somehow every time you get triggered, it's the worst one.
announcement to everyone regarding this. Immediately after this announcement, Donnie shared his phobia. The chat in the server immediately focused on Donnie, completely ignoring, not even acknowledging the announcement I gave. And can you guess what?
Here's the real reason. Here's the real reason why Deed is pissed at Donnie. People ignored her being triggered. Because Donnie was triggered. Yeah, Deed was triggered for weeks. Don't question it. Push. Oh, the screenshots. No, Rose. Trust. We're living off trust here. Trust and faith. Oh, wait. Muscle Rhino Beetle. Muscle Rhino Beetle mommy. Let's fucking go. Not the big spider muscle mommy.
The fuck happened later on? That's right. Someone did exactly what I begged people to stop doing. So yes, I did confront Donnie about this. But this wasn't the only thing I had confronted Donnie about in that conversation. And this just so happens to be lumped in with another claim that Donnie made.
She sent me a message saying that she was cutting me off because I was still friends with She-Devil, but backed out of it slowly because I told her that She-Devil had cut me off
Who's She-Devil?
that very day.
I get where she's coming from, only a little bit, mind you. But it seems like she goes about these actions in the most aggressive way possible. So, yeah, I get it.
No. Incorrect. I'm going to let the messages speak for themselves. Donnie, I need to talk to you.
Why?
Because for the past while now, I have felt like I can't trust you anymore, simply due to the fact that you're still close with her. You know who. It makes me honestly feel like you are complicit with everything that not only she has put me through, but everyone else that she has hurt. And also,
Who the fuck is She-Devil? What did she do to Deed? Did you also?
with what you did yesterday by pushing away my trauma and my triggers by posting your own and taking the attention away from me when I really needed people to understand.
You took the attention from me. You took the attention away from me when I needed it. See, that's the real reason. That's the real reason. Wait, I guess, yeah, makes sense. I was like, you took attention away from me. Listen, my trigger is also when people take attention away from me. I'm the main character, don't you know? This is so stupid.
That I'm sick and tired of people disregarding my triggers. You took something that was very important to me and made it about you. Nothing
It was very important for me to people pay attention to me.
happened in the server that triggered you, so there was no reason for you to do what you did. It was awful, awful timing. It doesn't help that you triggered me when I was at work a few nights ago when you brought her up. If I have to be
And then you triggered me.
respectful of your trauma and triggers, then I should be receiving the same from you.
I'm no longer friends with her. I wasn't trying to disregard your triggers, so I tell everyone my triggers in case they didn't know.
Take a shot every time they say triggers.
Sorry if I drove attention away from yours.
Really? It's okay. I don't think your intention was to drive away the attention from mine, just how it felt. But it was really awful timing. I'm not mad at you, it just caused me to break down pretty badly is all.
It's just common practice for everyone to put their triggers in the chat. I get accidentally triggered all the time. Like, I can't tell you how
Is it though? Is it though?
many times I had this thing shoved in.
Hey Medley! Welcome to Pain. Welcome to Pain and Triggers. You're playing a game now. Take a shot every time they say trigger. That's the only way to do this.
My face. I really didn't mean to be hurtful. I did what I'm used to seeing in chats. And also, yeah, she and several other people cut me off yesterday. That's why I said
My biggest trigger is that he's 20 years younger than me, but I'm at least he's nearly 30. Listen. That's fine. Quantum. Reach for the stars.
it was one of the hardest days of my life.
Hi Gilla. Welcome to Pain. Yes, it's really the trigger tesseract here. I can take shots at work, yet you could. Yes, you can.
Oh, Donnie, I'm so sorry. I'll be honest, I felt like cutting you off, but I wanted to be upfront and talk it out with you first.
Oh no, James, not them. That was Quantum talking about someone else.
Because I love you, man. You're my Hollywood undead homeboy, and we've had a lot of good times, and I want to keep that.
I'll be honest, I made mistakes in those friendships. It just comes so suddenly. My best friend was the first one that cut me off.
I'm sorry, man. Well, I'm here for you
what
if you want to talk about it. It'll be between us, promise.
Alright.
In case you didn't notice.
Hey Jack, welcome to Pain, welcome to Pain. And yeah, Donnie is 26, turning 17 this year. Oh, great.
This conversation is also the conversation we had regarding the best friend label. You know, another outright false claim Donnie had made. Before?
Yeah, can you all believe that these people are like real people? Crazy to me. Those are real people who have like, you have to wake up in the morning and have a real life. It's crazy.
Anyone attempts to twist my words. I was being honest with Donnie.
I literally have 7 different instances of Deed doing this exact same shit. Yeah, we already said that before. It's like, Deed, this could be just you talking about yourself. Let's be real here.
I said I was thinking about it. I did not actively cut him off.
Okay.
I was merely thinking it, but I knew that was wrong because I had already been berated by enough people as is regarding the Rachel stuff. Because there is something that no one knows about the Rachel ordeal that I have kept quiet.
Oh! Dun dun dun, I have a dark secret.
For long enough. I am tired. I am done with the double standards. So here it is. Do you remember how I said no one truly warned me about how god-awful Rachel was and how people were hiding shit behind my back?
Again, I think most people didn't know at this point, really.
And it wasn't until I got severely hurt by Rachel that I was dragged into a call and was essentially told that I deserved it. Well, guess who never got that fucking treatment? Donnie. They didn't protect Donnie, some will say. Yeah, well, they didn't protect me either. Everyone who despised Rachel knew Donnie hung around Rachel. They didn't care, and no one told Donnie.
Nah, like calling her friend circle by demanding and pressuring her friends to cut people she doesn't like for petty reasons. Yeah, that's what we've said before with Avi, for example. Because Avi sexually harassed her, of course, with their king talks. Yet, both willingly.
Donnie to fuck off. No one told Donnie he deserved the pain that Rachel caused him. No, he got coddled and was treated like a victim.
Not gonna lie, do I have a not so fun fact? Why do you always bring me not fun facts? Can you bring me fun facts? Not always the not fun facts. Me. Wow. That's literally the whole video. They didn't protect the minors who may hurt you, bitch. Listen. She counts herself as one of the minors, don't you know? So, I can tell you a fun fact. Please do, Bubonic.
But not me. I got guilt shoved down my throat and was told to fuck off. Everyone let Donnie do what he fucking wanted. This is why I did not outright cut Donnie off. Because I was flat out told Donnie gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. And you better not upset him, because if you do, bad things will happen. Donnie didn't need protecting, however, because despite what Donnie wants to convince everyone, he fucking knew what Rachel—
You also don't need protection. You are an adult woman. You're an adult woman. You can make your own decisions. And yeah. And even if you knew, you wouldn't have done shit, as we've seen with George Raccoon again. You would have been like, oh, I didn't say anything because I was scared I get dogpiled.
was like. And I will gladly prove it through his own fucking lie.
Even then, this was during the time where I was either unaware of her actions or while at the height of me being abused by her myself. She claimed that because I was friends with She-Devil, I was dismissing her feelings. She-Devil cutting me off was one of the worst days of my life. Indeed, telling me that I'm an awful person for being friends with She-Devil.
Didn't she also cry on the floor because Ray cut her off? Once again, Deed, I start to feel like you don't like the look in the mirror.
No, Donnie, you were aware. And I did not say you were an awful person. I said it felt like you were complicit to what she had done to myself and others. Because you were the one to help me draft my response to Rachel. You were the one who
Did you get groomed by her? What the fuck happened there?
me Rachel needed space from me. You even attempted to talk to Rachel for me after I had a panic attack. But that was near the end of you and Rachel's friendship, you say. Fine.
Maybe she should take up a non-online hobby. Yes, madam. Yes, she should. Sometimes go out and touch grass. You know, build Lego. I've taken up on. Do you all know these Lego plants? I started doing those because I can't keep plants alive, so now I build Lego plants and put them in my room. So I can feel like I have plants. That's trauma and trauma accessories. Do. The way she said phrasing this seems similar to Kotoko Otsugi, who says something very similar along the lines of, "Why didn't anyone save me? Please do note she's a child who actually got S8." Is this another Weeaboo reference? Lego Botanical is great at this. Exactly, Lego plants also can't be eaten by cats.
How's about something that really fucking hurt then? I vented to Donnie about what Rachel had said about my ex. My ex
Once again, you went to fucking everyone.
for 4 years who raped, emotionally, and sexually abused me. The one Rachel excused the abuse and torment they put me through. And what was your fucking response to that, Donnie? Ray was just misguided.
Ah, okay, it's another Danganronpa Weibo thing. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Amber.
If she had known, she wouldn't have defended that. Hey, Donnie. She fucking knew.
She knew! She knew! And you didn't protect me.
You fucking knew, but was so in denial of it all. Just like with Keyblade, huh? Just like with Avi, right? Doesn't help his guilt.
Yeah, once again, the M's would have been great, because she often says things were worded very differently than when she shows the DMs. Like, here's literally me saying I don't want this. It's like, hee hee, you didn't have to.
Overtakes him at one point as he randomly displayed this in the thread.
I sometimes live in fear because I'm afraid of her attempting to, again, for lack of a better phrase, cancel me or my friendship with Key.
Donnie, why did you say this? Honest to God, this comes off as guilt. This
I got a hot take. She was not S8, her story changes constantly, her own testimony contradicts itself, and she already got caught multiple times straight up lying about being a victim. I will say something probably happened at some point in her life, but the Avi stuff is already bullshit, because from what she showed, they were just talking about that kid. They just did the schmuddy talk, you know, and that wasn't sexual harassment. And from other things she said, yeah, with the cult it's also very questionable. It sounds more like the anime club was full of mean girls and bullied her. So yeah, I think something must have happened that she's this fucked up, but not most of the things she says.
comes off as
One of the ways Ray abused Donnie was by making fun of his rape. Delightful.
I know I'm associating with a child groomer, but I don't care. Boy, I sure do hope no one calls me out for it.
Silver. You cannot say this after you told us already about the George Raccoon thing.
Because that is exactly what this is. You know Deed called everyone out for the George Raccoon shit. You know this because everyone talked about it in this exact thread. There's no way you couldn't have seen that because you turned around and made the situation about yourself with the anti-SCC shit. For as much as I know Caden said this to try and paint Deed as stubborn, he is right. Deed sticks to her morals, unlike you, Donnie. Unlike the rest of you in the SCC, actually. When she sees something
It is the example of why you should never drink energy drinks while pregnant. Do you think she got monster womb? Do you think she got monster womb syndrome?
that is morally wrong, she will stick by her guns rather than throwing them away. If she had known any of the shit that he was doing, if he had manipulated the situation, she would have called his ass out. She would have berated the fuck.
No, she would have kept quiet so she don't get dog-piled, okay? Stop lying.
Out of them because she doesn't tolerate shit like this, unlike you, Donnie. Ash tried to help you. Ash tried to get you to see what Key was doing, and you did not care. You never cared. I do not want to hear Donnie was manipulated by Keyblade. What manipulation? It is the exact same thing with Avi. He knew how Avi was treating Deed. He was literally.
Me who played Danganronpa, my excuses, I was literally 14 and watched the series, not 17 on 18 like Deed. I don't think that being an adult and playing or watching Danganronpa makes you immediately a terrible person. But when you're then like, oh, I get triggered over everything, and you're not someone who glorifies everything that happens in the series, it's fine, you know. He definitely has monster womb syndrome, oh no. Oh, she didn't know. Michael literally told her, oh, it's not that big a deal. He only sent a lewd image and grown woman to a child to get aroused. Great. That's great. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. I hate it here.
In the thread, sexually harassing her, but Donnie didn't listen to the victim. He stood beside the perpetrator. It is the same exact thing with Key. He did not listen to the victim. He stood beside the perpetrator. Donnie is not being manipulated. He knows what he is doing. He is making an active choice by associating with these people. It is not guilt by association if he is actively aware of what these people have done and still chose to befriend them. Oh, but don't worry. We haven't forgotten about Rachel either. Let's talk about the last claim Donnie makes involving Rachel.
There was a time when I was friends with She-Devil, where I had an anxiety attack over She-Devil getting harshly criticized. I told her this, then she got angry with me and said,
do they get anxiety attacks over everything? My friend got criticized. I had an anxiety attack.
She-Devil says a word about me. You said something, right?
A reminder that the harsh criticism towards Rachel were her victims not being happy with her. I wonder if Donnie would feel this way if he had still been associated with Rachel when the Rachel document had come out. Just a food for thought. But anyways, this conversation is not only exaggerated, but there's something very interesting you should know about it. So let's talk about how this conversation started in the first place.
The small saving grace is that my cat is being so fucking cute right now. Yes, Donnie got anxiety attacks over everything. That's why some people got so annoyed with him. Honestly, at this point, don't be on the internet if everything triggers you. Sorry to say it. No, not to be ableist here. But if you can't handle it, it's literally not everyone's job to make sure that you are comfortable. It's nice when people look out that they don't do it on purpose. But literally, people who don't know you and share a server with you, it's literally not their job. If every little thing triggers you. Hi, Neon! Welcome to Pain. Welcome to Pain. We continue the Pain slide. Need another sip. Donnie's only friends were online. Well, no surprise. Listen, you don't need to have friends to go outside. You can have a nice walk outside alone. You can touch grass alone. You can even go into a cafe alone. You can even go to the cinema alone. Crazy how they... You know, at some point in your life, you need to learn to be self-sufficient. Your friends can't help you with everything. Crazy.
Donnie approached me, asking if I could tag any Rachel-related posts with Ray conflict, as, again, he refused to just acknowledge any of the criticisms towards Rachel, but he was well aware.
Did you
he
say
was well
no?
aware of how Rachel had treated people, including myself. However, I went
Going to the zoo alone is also fun. Yes! I really like going to the... We have a petting zoo nearby, and there are goats. They have baby goats. It's great. I love petting the baby goats. I had a baby goat napping on my lap. That was great. You know, my depression was healed. And going places alone is also a lot cheaper. Yeah. Well, why don't you say that here? You're like, of course I do. I would be like, no, fuck you. Okay, if I'm friends, I'd be. But you know.
along with it, and I
You
even
can complain about it afterwards.
told him why I censor her name in the first place, because her name at the time was triggering for me. Donnie flat out admits that it's not Rachel herself that triggers him. It's just more so when there is conflict. Remember, the conflict was either Rachel and
Conflict triggers me. I just can live in peace and happy people.
involving herself in shit at her own accord, or her victims speaking up about the abuse she put them through. This is how Donnie viewed Rachel's victims, people. Mere critics. This is when I outright asked Donnie, "You're still close with her, aren't you?" To which he says yes, but that he doesn't have anything against the people who aren't buddies with her.
Tell me then, the honest truth. She talked about me, or even Vake talked about me. Would you tell me? Wait! You're like, oh, he didn't care about her victims. And then, of course, with that, I mean me. Brother.
Remember, those people being folks who were victimized by her, like me, like Michael, and remember, everyone was aware of this, and they were perfectly fine with Donnie hanging around.
Oh, Donnie's now being monitored by his family, who are not allowing him online anymore. Well, that's good. He confirmed such to his ex. Wait, Donnie had... Oh, yeah, true, Donnie was in the 30 people relationship. How do these people pull more than me? That's... Oh, you know what I mean? How do these people have any risk? Crazy.
Rachel, a supposed abuser. Regarding the alleged demand that I gave Donnie, I will let that speak for itself. Tell me then, the honest truth. If she talked about me, or even Vague talked about me, would you tell me?
Yeah, she hasn't brought you up in the slightest, though. I wouldn't want to trigger you.
You know what I hate all about this, Donnie?
I wouldn't want to trigger you. Trigger me. Oh no, he triggered me.
Is that you lied to me? The trigger shit was a cover-up. It's called spoilering her name, dumbass. You know that all too well.
What?
Her name, dumbass. You know that all up. It's called spoilering her name to me. I hate all about this, Donnie. Is that you lied to me? The trigger shit was a cover-up. It's called spoilering her name, dumbass. You know that all too well, given everyone spoilered my name in the thread. But you outright fucking lied to me. And it wasn't until 2025 that I learned from others who formerly associated with Rachel that Rachel was, in fact, talking about me. In fact, she couldn't shut the fuck up about me.
Dum. You spoiled Avi's name, yeah.
Hell, she started running her mouth when Michael and I officially started dating. And would you look at the date? This conversation happened when Michael and I had already begun dating.
Crazy.
You need to be fucking honest to yourself. But you were never honest with me. But I was. I was always honest with you. I bit my fucking tongue.
I was always honest with you. I would have never lied to you. I never lie, I never cry, I never die. Bitch.
By you actively ignoring all the shit Rachel did to me and others. You want to know something? I was honest with you in this conversation, too. I told you I wanted to believe you, but I wasn't sure if I could, and I had.
Yeah, she hasn't brought you up in the slightest, though, is what Donnie says. Maybe, but also maybe she just hasn't talked to Donnie about her. How the fuck knew? We wouldn't want to trigger you, though. Yeah, so even if he knew, he wouldn't said it, because it's like, yeah, listen. I know you're gonna freak the fuck out if I tell you. Some people need to be forced to build a shelf. Yes, they need from IKEA.
Every fucking right not to believe
Building IKEA furniture builds character.
you. Because you did. You liked me. And yet I proceeded to tell you that even with people like Michael, who were